my people who've been broken hearted. Shine on from the place where all life had been started. When you need fresh air, go beyond horizons to your place in the sun. Shine on, let your heart be boundless like your faith in the one.
St. John, one of the most beautiful places on earth and widely considered the jewel of the Caribbean. The island of St. John is home to native Virgin Islanders and transplants from all corners of the globe. It possesses beauty, culture, dignity, and tradition. To many, it is considered a paradise on earth. This is early morning in Cruz Bay. As you can see, it is not exactly serene. Our public high school students are making their early trip to St. Thomas. What appears to be paradise to our visitors is very different to the people who live here. The realities of life on St. John for our youth are even more pronounced. Living on a small island where facilities are few, our youth have to make the best of what is available. Often that is difficult.
Life on St. John is very difficult for me and my sister because we will try to get to school and catch the boat every morning at around 6 o'clock. So every morning the boat people will try to hit on us and they see us wearing uniforms and we're so young. And I think it would be better if we had a high school on St. John so it won't be so hard for us. We need to have more activities in St. John, especially because people dying, people using drugs more often, and it's a bunch of nonsense. That's what I think.
Because I lived here my whole life. I would say a better basketball program for the get to the school, and they had a tackle football program that wasn't just in St. Thomas, it was in St. John too, so you had to go all the way over.
What do I do after school? Sometimes I go by my mother's job, or I go to play like softball or after school activities with other kids so they could come, so they could see what we do here.
Many of the recreational activities need more support from adults, you know.
We kind of need someone to reach out to us and say, if you want to do this, you know, talk about this, do this, study this in school, stay away from these groups of people. And we don't have that. And instead, kids are looking to TV, they're looking to music, they're looking to jam band and all of the above, and they're learning their morals and their code of ethics from hip-hop personalities, and I don't think it's fair to us.
Parents can see the start of this and the beginning, that will motivate them to get involved.
Stuff for the parents to actually start getting involved, like a building for the parents to say that we go in there and bring a bunch of children and do this with them. A basketball court for our parents to say, let me come out and teach some of the younger children to dribble a ball. Every time we go on the basketball court, the court wet.
There doesn't seem to be any simple answer to what you're talking about, because it's a whole community problem.
But I think we also need to educate the parents.
Yeah,
I think some of the parents just don't know what's going on, or if they do, they don't have the education to fix it.
Yeah, a lot of parents don't have the...
working, like single parents, some of them don't have time. They don't have time to figure out what their kids are doing after school.
Some don't even
care. Should be doing, what they need to be involved in.
We do have a shortfall in the activities that we have here on the island. It's not too many things. But we have a problem too in that we don't have people utilizing the facilities that we do have. And it seems like lots of times adults feel like the children or the youth are not really interested in things that they have.
In St. Croix, and there's also another something of the same sort in St. Thomas, and what they do is they give parents a lot of information on how to raise kids, you know, what to do with your kids' homework, how to prepare them for college, how to find financial aid. But whenever they have a seminar or any of the above, they don't have the proper funding to reach out to the community. So when you attend, there's no one there. And maybe if they had the money, they'd be able to reach out more to the parents of the community. Because a child being raised in a dysfunctional home should have a chance. And it seems as if in the Virgin Islands, there is no chance.
The youth of St. John understand what island life is about, but should it be as difficult as it is? Can our lives be made richer, more fulfilling? What many take for granted in other places, such as recreational facilities, access to education, and even shopping, are real concerns for our youth on St. John.
This is the Winston Wells Field. It is located in the heart of downtown Cruz Bay. It is used by the youths and adults for baseball, softball, soccer, flag football, jump rope, and so on. It is also used by the elementary and middle schoolers for their outdoor activities. Its location is a concern for many because of the high volume traffic, its proximity of drinking establishment, and the obvious dangers that are present.
This is the National Park Field in Cruz Bay, site of youth flag football and soccer. While many children are now using the field, it was literally left dormant for years. Community groups reactivated the field only a year ago. But let's take a closer look.
It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Don't tell me that you don't care. No life's worth more than any other. No sister worth less than any brother. No life's worth more than any other. No sister worth less than any brother. No life's worth more than any other. No sister worth less than any brother. No life's worth more than any other. No sister worth less than any brother. It's crazy, crazy,
we need a better field.
Don't tell me that you.
Our old center broke his arm on that stump right there because of the field when he was running.
As you can see, the field is in great need of repair, as are other facilities on St. John. This is the Housing, Parks, and Recreation building. This is the only indoor facility on St. John.
From the language of your ancestors and sing on, be playful in your innocence.
Now all back here was just a choir room. There was nothing here at all. When you walked through the bathroom, it didn't even look like a bathroom you would want to enter. And back there was just full up with supplies and everything that was not being used at all. It's horrible.
When the community restored this building, they also added on a little equipment storage room, and the government was supposed to follow through and supply it with athletic equipment.
Well, we actually do have a computer lab or room, but after it got refurnished or whatever they think they did to it, after the computers got took down, they never got put back up. There are like 5 computers in the room, but then they ain't have no shelves to go on them, ain't have no outlets, no connection to the internet, ain't nothing, and everybody just seem like we doing without it and we don't need it, but we actually do need it.
Basketball is St. John's most popular sport, and this is the basketball court we have in Cruz Bay. It's not much, but we have to make do. This past spring was tough. A sewage line broke above the court, and the entire playground was flooded with feces and mosquitoes for 3 months. It's filthy here, and though some have resumed playing basketball, there are potential health issues. Proper planning, when it was built, could have prevented these problems.
The Lane Sproul Library is considered the best-run library in the Virgin Islands. This historic building boasts an extensive supply of books and the only cataloging system, as well as computers which are used by the public. A closer look reveals unfixed plumbing problems, electrical issues, and a non-existent maintenance fund. Sadly, the hours of operation fall short too, eliminating access for after-school student study groups and computer time.
The library is closed. How are we supposed to get our history project finished? Maybe if they stagger the hours, open a little later, close a little later, we'll actually be able to get our work finished. How do they expect us to get our schoolwork finished?
I mean, I really don't understand. All we really ask for is just longer hours, at least 2 days a week.
Moravian Field in Coral Bay. It is the only recreational facility in Coral Bay, and Coral Bay is growing. As Coral Bay grows, more development will happen and more people will come. Will we still have recreational facilities for the youth that are here? Will development take away the only recreational facility for Coral Bay youth?
Recently, the Moravian Field and all adjacent properties were leased to a developer.
Will this facility remain? Will the youth of Coral Bay have a place to play? No one seems to know for sure. What does the future hold if the only facilities we have are gone? Is there a plan to build new ones? Our youth need and deserve to know.
We're standing at a distance, so we keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. Now if we had the power to bring our neighbors home from war, they would have never missed a Christmas. No more ribbons on their door. And when you trust your television, what you get is what you got. 'Cause when they own the information, oh, they can bend it all they want. That's why we're waiting.
Lack of facilities is bothersome, but to lose any would be devastating. What will happen to the few facilities that we have left?
Waiting on the world to change. It's not that we don't care, we just know that the fight ain't fair. So we keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change.
Parking and traffic is by far the biggest problem in the Coos Bay area. Major development has increased the traffic and the potential for accidents. People need a place to park, and as development expands, what will we do?
We need to remove that pole and remove the diesel pump and move the corner back and have the gas station open. We didn't have to close it. We could use that money and do a recreational center, a vocational school for the kids. We don't need a roundabout.
Yes, we all know there has to be a new public school facility on St. John, and there must be recreational facilities included.
If we move the school, will the Winston Wells field become a parking lot?
Will we lose yet another facility?
We want to be involved, and we want to have a say in what goes on around us.
We know what we need.
We have been waiting.
We are the youth of St. John.
We love our home.
We care about our community. But
most of all, we are the future.
We're still waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. One day our generation is gonna rule the population. So we keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. No, we keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting. We're waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change.